It's your daily dose of Donna. Welcome to the show. It is Monday, June 9th. Whoa, it's a late show today. You guys, I've tried to get organized. So much is happening today. Obviously, we have breaking news. Lots of you guys are here waiting to talk about the breaking news of Justin Baldoni's lawsuit getting dismissed. What does it mean? We have to talk about it because it's very confusing. There's a lot of misinformation, a shocker misinformation going around because the media, um, this happens across the board, right? The media loves to sensationalize everything and loves to talk about everything like, bam, it's over. Justin Baldoni was suffered a huge blow and it's over. But we can find the silver lining. All right, you guys, we can find the silver lining. And that's why you guys joined here. Welcome to the show. It's your daily dose of Donna. I'm going to try to give us something positive to look for on what feels like just a depressing ass Monday. Right? This is the Mondayest Monday of the Monday. But you guys, strap on in. Make sure to subscribe. Hit the like button. It's your daily dose of Donna. All right, you guys. Like I said, I was really just like fully entrenched in Karen Reed this morning because crazy stuff was happening over there. Again, defense moved for a mistrial, which a shocker got denied by freaking Judge Bev. I mean, I'm feeling really, I'm feeling really defeated today. Okay, if I can really be honest with you, I am feeling defeated. It's not even called the justice system anymore. It's called the abuse system. I'm feeling freaking defeated today by everything. That's what I'm feeling. I am feeling like we are living in the upside down. Does anyone else feel that way? I feel like we're living in the damn upside down. Like either we are all being like we're in a bubble and we're seeing something else that everyone else is seeing. And like, I'm not even talking about what's happening in Los Angeles and like the fact that, I mean, luckily I live in Sherman Oaks, so I am in a different part of Los Angeles, but I am very aware of what's happening in that side of town. And we're not going to get into it, but like in the world, in that side of town, there's so much else going on, but let's just like stay with entertainment and trials right now. What the hell is happening? It just feels like everything is falling apart. And it's my birthday week. This is not the way I wanted to start. June 9th? Come on. Come on, guys. Get it together, Judge Bev and Judge Lyman. Get it together. Now, I am just going to hope and pray that things will figure themselves out. Okay. I am hoping and praying that things are figuring themselves out. But it started this morning with Judge Bev and her size and her not allowing for certain things. So I was like, things are not. The judges woke up and chose violence today, is what happened. I think the judges, all judges of America, had like a meeting last night and they said, let's start some shit. Let's wake up tomorrow and like, let's throw some shit out there. Let's ruin some things. Let's piss off the bloggers. That's what it felt like, you know? So in the middle of dealing with all that Karen Reed stuff, and I was trying to catch up because I had to take my kids to all these different camps across town. So I was late and I was trying to catch up on Dr. Wolf's testimony. All of a sudden, breaking news, text messages, DMs, breaking news. Justin Baldoni, case dismissed, I was like, wait, what? This has got to be, we're getting punked. We're getting punked, right? Oh no, we're not getting punked? Is this really what's happening? Breaking news. I mean, this is not a joke. It is breaking news. Justin Baldoni loses legal war. According to TMZ, Justin Baldoni loses legal war. That's what they say. This is how they want to tell us. Now, if you guys know, what is Daily Dose of Donna stand for? Okay, Daily Dose of Donna stands for not trusting legacy media. We don't. We don't trust legacy media here on Daily Dose of Donna. We don't trust what the media tells us, even though all of them are telling us the same thing right now. Okay. We are independent media organizations here on DDOD. We don't trust what they tell us. We know that if they tell us something, we always decide to dig in further. And even though, Daily Mail is also saying the same thing, Baldoni's suit dismissed. Okay, everyone's saying the same thing, but we're going to look further into it. So this is what we're going to do right now, okay? I am going to give us a little bit more information, and then we're going to talk about what it means, and we're going to find the silver lining. Okay. So I called in the troops. It's just going to be me here today, but I called in the troops. First of all, we're waiting for statements from Brian Friedman, because you know that Brian Friedman is definitely going to have a conversation. He's going to come out and he's going to say something. He's going to have some conversation, but also at the same time, it is not over. Can I say this again? It's not over, because Justin Baldoni has not lost anything and Blake Lively has not won anything. So just keep that in mind right now. Now, everyone is saying, Michael Golden asks a very important question. Was it with or without prejudice? Well, thank goodness for Karen Reed's trial. I just realized I didn't fill in my eyebrows today. It's a bad day that I didn't even fill in my eyebrows. Okay. The thing is, when you ask, was it with or without prejudice? Because of Karen Reed's trial, now I know what these things mean. Without and with prejudice, what it means is when something is filed with prejudice, that means you can never refile. And when something is filed without prejudice, it means you can refile. It was filed without prejudice. I did not see any filing of the word with prejudice in the 132-page filing, okay? Meaning the silver lining here is no matter what was dismissed, Justin Baldoni does have until June 23rd. So that is, it's June 9th. Someone else do the math, okay? Dosers don't do math. Justin Baldoni does have until June 23rd to revise and redo his claims. So I went to Elsridge, okay? And I just found out, I just said, tell me what you're thinking and what do you know? So Elsridge said, listen, and this is really important. Brian Friedman and Justin's team started out by throwing everything and anything and the kitchen sink at Blake and her people as far as these defamation claims. So this is how they started, right? They started throwing everything that they could at defamation claims towards Blake Lively and her people. This is how the whole drama started, because they just wanted to see what would stick. And maybe that was a tactic that Brian Friedman used, and maybe it wasn't. I don't know. But Judge Liman, and I don't know why I'm saying Lyman, because it's Lyman. Okay. For the record, you guys, it's Judge Liman. And the reason I know that is because I know Doug Lyman is his brother. I've worked with him, right? So Judge Lyman is saying that that's a lot. So I'm going to allow them to get out of some of these. But I'm giving you a chance to amend your complaint and make it more concise. Kind of like what Blake Lively said she did when she pulled out her emotional distress complaints. Remember, she did that? She had pulled out her her distress complaints, and she said, I'm just doing this to make it a little bit more concise, which is bullshit. She just didn't have the proof to show all of her emotional distress complaints, right? Remember, Blake has not won anything yet, and Justin has not lost anything yet. Yes, you can say Justin lost it. TMZ can say Justin lost it. But Justin has not actually lost shit. Remember this, okay? They still have until June 23rd to amend their complaint, and Blake's claim towards Justin is still ongoing. She still has to prove that she was sexually harassed. We're still waiting for that proof, meaning she can still go the whole motion to try to prove and still lose in public. Got it? All right. According to Zach Peter, Zach was a little bit more depressing to text. He says, yeah, he basically lost. I said, Zach. He said he doesn't have enough evidence of defamation because she did it in her CRD complaint. It's the litigation privilege. That's how she won. Do we think that Brian Friedman had any idea this was coming? My guess is that yes. Brian Friedman probably had some indication because attorneys kind of do have indications that these kinds of things maybe are coming down the line, but I don't know if for sure. But I will say that at the end of the day, it is going to be an uphill battle right now. Okay? It's going to be an uphill battle for Justin Baldoni because something happened right now that is definitely it's raising red flags, obviously. It's raising red flags because, oh my gosh, thank you, Maddie. You're so sweet. That is so kind. It's raising red flags. Oh, and thank you. Yes, Ryan Reynolds is out of the lawsuit. Yes. It's raising red flags because the reality is that what we were hoping is that the law was on Justin's side. Okay. And now the only thing that we can hope is that the law will be on his side as a defendant rather than as a plaintiff. And that is concerning. What is really crazy is that he wasn't even able to take this to court. Like he wasn't even able to take this to trial. And that to me is something that I am not so understanding of how that is legal, if that makes sense. Like, I mean, there's obviously legalities around this, but that to me is very confusing, is how in this country or in this world, like, can you not actually just be able to go to trial to prove your point? How are you able to cut it off even before you just get to the chance to fight it because of 47.1? Exactly. Because of the California 47.1 law, which is basically to protect her from anti-defamation because she filed in California, which basically says that because she sued for sexual harassment, he was not allowed to retaliate for defamation, which is incredibly upsetting because I think, in my opinion, I think she's taking advantage of the 47.1 law, considering the fact that she doesn't live in California. The alleged harassment didn't take place in California. And it's very upsetting, in my opinion. Yeah, this is actually really interesting. Patricia says, but didn't he sue first? He did. He did sue first, but she filed the CRD complaint first. So she put it out there first. She made the complaint of sexual harassment first, and him suing was his form of retaliation. So many interesting questions. Oh, he sued the New York Times first. Yes, thank you. Oh my God, the timeline. We got to pull the timeline up. It's been a very interesting couple days for Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. So they have had these few days of being out and about on their stories and in the public. I don't know if you guys have seen all this drama on TikTok and all these crazy things that we've seen, right? They've been all over, all around the blocks, right? Like they've been walking, they've been shopping, she's been doing Pilates, she's been posting on her stories like crazy. And it's been so over the top and loud and just so vocal, and it's almost like she knew this was coming because she's now just trying to completely pretend it never happened. And a lot of you guys do believe that something is happening where you think that they were always told by their attorneys, this is going to happen for you. There's no way that they're going to get away with this because of 47.1. They know that this is going to happen. So that's why they kept staying strong no matter how bad they looked, no matter how bad in the public opinion, and no matter how badly they don't really have a case because they knew about 47.1. So they kept going balls to the wall with this entire thing. And then now you guys think in the comments that they are going to drop their lawsuit. This is so interesting that they will drop their lawsuit. She will drop her lawsuit because at this point, she doesn't even want to go through the entire process because she knows she can't win, in my opinion, because she doesn't have the proof to fight it, right? So she will drop the lawsuit, and at the end of the day, he won't be able to say, I am cleared of being a sexual harasser or a sexual predator because I never won the case against Blake Lively. So he is going to be able to have to live his entire life as an accused sexual predator whose lawsuit was just dropped against him. He's going to be out millions and millions and millions of dollars, not him personally, but Steve Sarowitz is going to be out millions and millions of dollars. He's going to have lost his career probably, I mean, in many ways, because I don't think a lot of people are going to want to work with him. I mean, we may support him, but I don't know about the industry. And he's going to be ruined, no question, in the industry. And she's going to go on her merry damn way. And my friend Molly Dare, who I think is in the comments, said, mark my words, $1,000. She is on the trajectory of being like a Meghan Markle, and she's going to create the next As Ever type of website, lifestyle blog. Next thing you know, she's going to have a little like Netflix reality show where it's going to be, her cooking and baking and doing stupid little, like crafts or like lifestyle brands. Exactly. Polarize with Molly Dare is here. She says, yep, lifestyle brand coming in next, because that's 100% what's going to happen. She's pushing on it 100% in her stories. Everything is all about like lifestyle brand. And the only thing that I think is interesting is that she's still trying to push to get all her legal bills paid by him. So I wonder if that's going to happen next. The question is, and I do believe that Brian Friedman is not just going to like give up here. I do think that Brian Friedman will fight back. I do think that Brian Friedman will not let the bad people win. I say Brian Friedman, I don't think just Brian. I mean, Steve Sarowitz, Wayfair, all of them. I do think they're going to fight back. I do think they will come back with an appeal. I don't think this is over. I don't think this is over. I just don't think that there's any way that Justin Baldoni Ugh. I'm so fucking sad. I just feel so sad. I just feel so sad for like, I hate when the bad people win. Um, so they can refile for I can never say that word. Granting amendment for tortious interference and breach of contract claims. Those are the two claims that they can refile for. Sorry, I'm just like, all of a sudden, it just like hit me. So all of those other things, right? All of those other issues that she just completely took over his movie, that she completely did everything. I will say, okay, let's try to stay positive here about this. There is a world, they can't sue. Okay. There is a world where this is turned around. A good lawyer, a good lawyer can do this. We've seen crazier things. We've seen crazier things in other worlds, right? I want an attorney to weigh in here. She will never apologize. Alyssa says, Blake, apologize for your bad behavior. This woman will never, ever, ever apologize. You understand that? Like, both Ryan and Blake right now are dancing this up. Like, they have never felt happier than they do in this moment. Let's pull up this ruling together. Um, uh, I feel sick a little bit about it. I mean, it's so long. I don't even know if I want to get through it. I don't even want to go through it. I feel sick over it. Yeah, watch their stories tonight. That's exactly what's going to happen. Is they're going to be all up in their stories and they're going to be so obnoxious about it. But at the end of the day, look, at the end of the day there's nothing you can really do. When you're dealing with narcissists and when you're dealing with these people, there's nothing you can actually do except just sit through it and just understand that right now this is exactly what is happening. Like, they're excited about this because this is exactly what they wanted. Let's go to Threads where their people live, their fans live. I'm curious what their attorneys, I mean their fans are saying if we really want to trigger ourselves. Hold on. More with MJ. What does she say? Okay. Hold on. Share this tab instead. Okay, do you guys see this? Oh, it's so big. It's so small. Breaking. Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh, I'm missing all these. Hold on. Let me pull up this. Thank you so much, Anchovy. This is bonkers. What a nightmare have I woken to. Ew, I feel sick. Blake is gonna gloat the heck out of this. Love your channel, Donna. Thank you, Anchovy. I love anchovies. Shocker. I appreciate that. LJ, I guess the glass half full on this is he can still reclaim his name against Blake at trial. So stay positive, y'all. If they go to trial, that's the question. Will they actually go to trial? If they don't go to trial, will he ever be able to reclaim his name? Tiffany says this is about the rich and powerful always getting their way and the less fortunate always having to just take it and deal with it. Sickening. Ugh, I'm with you. Thank you, Tiffany, for that. Okay. So she says a federal judge just dismissed almost all of Baldoni's $400 million. This is a huge legal victory that validates, like everything Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds, Leslie Sloan, and the New York Times have been saying. Bigger breakdown coming later today, but for now, Justin Baldoni and the Wayfair parties can only amend 2 claims. Tortious interference with contract, originally pled against Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively. Breach of implied covenant, a good faith and fair dealing, originally just against Blake Lively. So what does this mean for Leslie Sloan and the New York Times? Complete victory. All claims against them have been dismissed. They cannot be dragged back into the lawsuit based on this ruling. Listen, I kind of thought that Justin Baldoni would lose against the New York Times. That's 100% true. I really did. Molly reminds us it's not over. He just needs to amend and refile. Thank you, Molly. I appreciate you, Molly, for always being positive. You always have a good way of looking at that. And Molly's in law school. Molly is taking her LSAT, so she knows. Um, Okay, that's all she says about that. So we will know. And then she also says, calling Judge Lyman corrupt because you don't like his ruling is dangerous, since this will likely be the new spin, since there is no way to say that Justin Baldoni's team won that decision. Let's look at some numbers. Out of 41 times Judge Lewis Lyman's rulings were appealed to higher courts, 38 cases were affirmed. Judge Lyman got it completely right. 2 cases were partially affirmed. Judge Lyman got most of it right, minor tweaks needed. 1 case was reversed. Judge Liman got this wrong. Look, I'm not going to say that Judge Liman is corrupt. I'm just being sarcastic when I said that. Like, I don't know if he's corrupt or not. I just don't know that. I mean, I was being a little facetious. I think Judge Bev is corrupt because I see her every single day on that stand or on her wherever podium, wherever the judge sits. And I think she's corrupt. I don't know if Judge Lyman is corrupt. I'm being facetious about that. There's a legitimate reason that he did this. I don't know. There's no real, I mean, what can we say? We're going to have to take the losses. Like, obviously, we've been incredibly invested to this. We're very, very sad about it because we have seen with our own 2 eyes that we do not like Blake Lively as a human being. We've seen that she has treated this man like a piece of shit. And I don't believe that she was, personally, I don't believe that she was SH'd, but, you know, I think that, Yesenia brings up a really good point. She says, I think there's still a chance. They need to think outside the box, amend it, and refile. Also, wasn't someone also trying to intervene into the discovery? I don't know about that. Carol, now I feel like my birthday is a Justice for Justin Day, making my wish for Justin Baldoni and Karen Reed. Carol, it's your birthday today. Happy birthday, Carol. We're Geminis, baby. We are Geminis. Happy birthday. Noelia says, it's not over. No one will want to work with her again. She's done. Listen, you say that, but the truth is, like, what is unfortunate is they will. This is the shittiest part about this. People forget. People forget. And we have to be expecting the fact that they will get, like, Blake Lively does still have many fans. Ryan Reynolds still has many fans. So things will continue. And, I don't know. I mean, we just have to see what happens. It's an ongoing case. It's not over. We do not have anything ending yet. And we will, continue. We will continue to see what happens. I mean, I will. Oh, more with MJ just DM'd me. Should I just read to you guys? The woman who I just sent you the thread, she just sent me a DM. Should I read to you guys the DM? Should I give you guys the scoop? Okay. She said, Leanne is wrong because Leanne, who is on Threads, said, so let me give you the background. I played on my Instagram. I played Steph with the Deets. Hold on. Steph with, I always have such a hard time saying Steph with the Deets. Like, maybe I'm too old to say Steph with the Deets. But Steph with the Deets posted about this. And I posted it on my stories. Okay, so this is what I said. This is what
breaking Lively versus Baldoni news. All motions to dismiss on Lively's side have been granted, but Wayfair have been invited to amend their complaint. Leanne Newton, who is an attorney and she makes updates about the case on Twitter, posted this, and she said Wayfair has a deadline of the 23rd of June to file their amended. So while this doesn't sound like the greatest news for Baldoni's team, she says this was expected and it is a good thing. Their amended will address all issues and probably bring in newly discovered ones. The document filed today is 132 pages long. I was confused when Leanne said this is a good thing, because to me, this definitely didn't seem good. But she explains, it is a good thing. Wayfair will do a better complaint, and we go through the motions to dismiss again. Wayfair knew this was coming and pretty much admitted the issue with their complaint and their responses. He could have dismissed them with prejudice, which would have meant they were out for good, but he did not. The best outcome, we get a do-over. Someone in the forums also asked another attorney, whose name is Omar, if this is a good or bad thing. And Omar also says it means lively loss. Wayfair has to amend on tortuous interference. Everything else will remain the same. Granted in part, denied in part. Without a crystal ball commented saying they can only amend 2 allegations. Everything else is dismissed. So everything but tortuous interference in a contract and breach of implied contract, that's it. The judge took everything else out and denied leave to amend on every. I need to go in and actually read the document that's 132 pages and actually see what it says. But if you are an attorney, like, please.
So that's the post. So I guess Leanne, according to a lot of you guys, Leanne did amend her post, and she did say it's not a good thing. Like, I guess she did originally say, I believe it's a good thing, but then she said, let me see, hold on. Yes. Now she says it's not. And she doesn't say it's a good thing. She says it gets Baldoni off the hook for 47.1. They will still defend their claims against her, and the Stephanie Jones cases are still going. Okay. So she did take that off. So MJ, more with MJ, messaged me and she said, Leanne is wrong. It's not a good thing. Okay, there you go. It's not a good thing for Baldoni. He can only amend. Whoa, people are being very, very rude in the comments. Leanne is wrong. It's not a good thing for Baldoni. He can only amend those 2 claims. The rest is gone. I know we're on different sides here, but that is what the decision says, not bluffing here. Claims against Sloan and New York Times are all gone and can't be redone. One against Blake and Ryan, one against Blake. Oh, okay. So one against Blake and Ryan, and one against Blake can be amended. He can appeal, but Lyman is solid on appeal, so maybe a risk, though helpful for PR. Got it. It's very confusing, you guys. It's very confusing. Yeah, Ariana, I'm gonna mute you. You're in timeout. You're very rude. The nice thing about hosting a YouTube is I can mute people. I'm like a teacher. Mute. This one person came in, Ariana, and she goes, learn to read. What do I look like? Leah Michelle? I can read. I can read just fine. I'm sorry. Did we all become attorneys overnight? Whoa, who's saying these words? Everyone needs to calm down. Everyone calm down. The world is burning. I am telling you guys, everyone calm down. Not Leah catching strays. Okay. So I will say, listen, we have a lot of stress going on right now with all of these incredible big decisions right now. Okay. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of different, cases happening, and we're coming up on a lot of decisions right now. Like Karen Reed, we're coming up on the end. And so it's like, I think everyone stresses a lot. Obviously, like the world is falling apart. People are tweeting and calling people names. Like I've been calling, oh my God, people are hating me more than ever on my DMs and online right now. Like everyone is very angry. Everyone is very angry. So I just feel like, should we do a meditation? We should go to Blake Lively's Pilates class. Did we see that? How about that? Did we see the video of Blake Lively? Let's laugh at Blake Lively right now, because as you guys know, she was also, let's remember who Blake Lively is. Even no matter what is going on in this world, Blake Lively is still not a nice person. And that we can stay strong about. And I don't have to say that that is, something I heard through the grapevine. I heard it through her. Okay. Not through her. I've seen it with my own eyes. I have talked to many people who have worked with her. I know it through people directly connected to her. She is not a nice person. Okay. She doesn't treat people around her very well unless the camera is directly on her. She is not a nice person, and she will take advantage of more people throughout her life. And I'm telling you right now that as I do believe in karma, and I do believe that good things come to those who are good, to those around them. And we don't fuck with people who fuck with Blake. Okay? We don't fuck with those who fuck with Blake. So if you want to fuck with Blake, enjoy it. Go for it. So I am just of the belief that Justin Baldoni, and like I said, we didn't come into this and cover this case because we were Team Justin. We were Team Truth. And I was Team Blake at the very beginning. I was. And it took me a few days until the truth came out. And the truth, in my opinion, is that Justin Baldoni got smeared. He did. He got smeared. And I still believe that something will come along here that will show some layer of vindication and layer of truth. And I don't want the bad guys to win anymore. I don't want the terrorists to win. I don't want the people burning shit on fire to win. I don't want the arsonists to win. I don't want the bad guys to win. I don't want Deadpool to win, even though Deadpool, is not a bad guy. The person playing Deadpool is a bad guy. I want Nice Pool to win. Okay. I want Nice Pool to fucking win. And I don't like this anymore. I don't like it. I don't want Diddy to win. I don't want the Commonwealth to win. I don't want Jen McCabe and Higgins to win. I am done. I'm done. A.H. Salem asked right here perfectly, what happened to justice? We're going to find something, you guys. Something is going to happen. It was too smart. It's been gone. Like the whole thing has been going too smart and too well for this to go down, and Brian Friedman just to be like, I guess I'm done here. He's good. Brian Friedman's good. He just won with the Vin Diesel case. He won with his previous cases. So many cases. Like, what's Brian Friedman's track record? He's done so well. He can't lose this one this easily. Something is going to happen that's going to knock our socks off. It's going to knock our shoes off like it supposedly did with John O'Keefe. Not. Thank you, Fayette. If you need a palate cleanse, check out Craig from Southern So Quill. Guys, I'm going to Charleston on Saturday. How do we get me to meet Craig? Someone who knows someone has to get me to meet Craig. Literally, do me a solid for my birthday. Someone get me to meet Craig. I would forever thank you. If you're in Charleston, should we do a meetup? Okay. Friedman knows what he's doing. That's all I can hope for. I believe that we can do this. Have faith in Brian. Justice for Justin. Faith in Friedman. Free Karen Reed. Tattooing that shit all over my body. Now, a lot of you guys think that they're going to get divorced. Why do you think they would get divorced now, Ryan and Blake? I don't personally think this would be the time. If they're winning, they're going to sail off into the goddamn sunset with Greta to Gaza. Melissa, super sticker. You're the best. Thank you, Melissa. Ryan Bailey just met him by walking in his shop. Okay, well, hopefully I'm going to be as lucky as Ryan. Okay. With Greta. Okay, hold on. Robin, don't even get me started on Greta. Make Ryan Reynolds handsome again. Ryan Reynolds does need more money for like plastic surgery to get him back on. Okay, hold on. I'm like waiting on bated breath for Brian Friedman's statement. I feel like it's going to happen the second I get off this live. Has he made a statement? Someone, let's check TMZ. I feel like my dog's getting anxious with my energy. Nothing yet. What do you think Justin Baldoni is doing at this moment right now? The problem is I don't want. Oh no, I just had a really bad thought. What is Nick Viall going to say? Guys, what is Nick Viall going to say about this? He's going to gloat. I will lose my mind. I do not want to hear what he has to say. I don't think that Brian Friedman has made a statement yet. But like, was the Taylor Swift losing your friendship with Taylor Swift worth it? Because 100%. But you know what? The one thing that I just thought of. Okay. Ellen Garofalo, I don't know how you pronounce it. She's the Venable attorney that just switched over and joined Justin Baldoni's attorneys. There's a reason here. There's something that's going to happen. Something's going to happen, you guys. I'm feeling confident. Not confident, but I'm feeling hopeful. Like toothless, not homeless, or homeless, not toothless. I'm feeling like hopeful, not. Give me a word. Hopeful, not gloating, right? I'm feeling something. You need some of that hope. Hopeful, not horrible. How about that? Hopeful, not horrible. Guys, we're going to do this. Okay? Something is going to happen. Let's start a drum circle. This is the most optimistic. Listen, I'm going to give you guys a pep talk right now. This is what I tell my kid when he's having a bad day at school. Okay? We have made it through 100% of our hard days. Justin Baldoni has made it through hell. Okay? He has gone through hell with this. And I don't believe in my heart that the reason why this is something that is, okay, hold on. The reason why this is resonating with all of us, this case has resonated with all of us, I've said it from the beginning, is because it is incredibly, incredibly relatable to anyone that has been screwed over by someone that is more powerful, hurting someone that is a little bit hurt by someone that is a little bit more rich or mean or taken advantage of, da 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 da. This gives us that opportunity to feel like, hey, we're going to fight the, David versus Goliath, right? And this is that setback. But as you guys know, I'm Jewish, right? I'm Jewish. And the reason why I bring this up, this is an important little connection today, okay? As a Jew, I have been raised to know that we've always been like persecuted as Jews, whatever, through the years, thousands and thousands of years, not just Jews, so many minorities, so many different smaller communities have been persecuted and they fight back and they're resilient. Okay. There is a reason that this happens over and over, that smaller communities are resilient and they fight back and this and that. Justin Baldoni will get through this. He will be okay. He will be okay, and I believe that he'll be okay because he has made it through so many tough days. He got through that movie with Blake Lively. He has a great team behind him. I think he'll be fine. I think he'll be okay. I'm going to be confident, okay? He'll rise up. Anyway, you guys, we're going to be okay. It doesn't end with us. It ends when it ends, and it's not over. Listen, let's drop it there. We'll see what happens. And I will leave it at that. I will keep you guys posted. Thank you for subscribing today. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow on Daily Dose of Donna. Subscribe and like this episode. And talk to you tomorrow. Bye, you guys.